We are back to Wildwood Park for Game 2 of the Wisconsin State League doubleheader between the Addison Braves and the Sheboygan A's. Game 1 wasn't really a contest. It was 9-0 A's and was pretty much in hand since the second inning. A shutout performance from Jared Reclitis led the way, and Sean Tillman's Little League Inside the Park Grand Slam helped pull the game away for Sheboygan, and that helped them improve their record to 13-15 overall and 5-9 in the Wisconsin State League, while the Braves fell to 2-12 in the State League and 5-24 overall, and they ended their short-lived two-game win streak. But we're back for Game 2. New pitcher for the A's, Jason Button, will be the one starting. He's had a solid year so far in 3 games. He's got a 3.18 ERA and in 17 innings, 2-0, 25 strikeouts to just 5 walks. But the defense around Jason Button today, first in the outfield, the same as Game 1, Tillman, Walker, and Zackerson. And then around the horn, also the same with Neese, Hanselman, Hackbarth, and Stelt. The only difference is the battery duo of Perez and Button instead of Mary and Reclitis. The starting lineup for the Braves is the same exact thing as Game 1. Kyle Campbell leads off in center. Max Wazkiewicz will be at second. Harry Fondra will be at first. Stephen Combs DHing instead of over in right. J.D. Swarbrick will be at third again. Luke Yaknin will take over in right field. Jake Fryer will be at short. Caden Manis back behind the plate. And then Tyler Martini will be in left instead of the DH today. First pitch is taken for a strike by Campbell. Swung on line, but foul. It'll be 0-2 to Kyle Campbell. Campbell in Game 1 was 2 for 3 with 2 singles, both coming in the 3rd and the 5th inning. But he still, even being the leadoff hitter, could not muster a run. The Braves were shut out by the A's in Game 1. Campbell's ready for the 0-2 from Jason Button. In the windup, and swung on and missed, and the same way he started the first inning of Game 1, a strikeout swinging for Kyle Campbell. Now up the number 2 hitter, Max Wazkiewicz. Wazkiewicz was 0 for 3 in Game 1, also with a strikeout and 2 groundouts. It's going to be hard for Button to top the performance that Reclitis gave the A's in the first game, but I'd like to see him try. First pitch is taken outside. It'll be ball 1, 1-0 to Wazkiewicz. Fouled back by Wazkiewicz. It'll be 1-1. The Braves starting pitcher will be, that one is hit to right, and it'll be caught by Zackerson. The Braves starting pitcher will be Adrian Repierre, and we'll get more on him when the A's are up to hit in the bottom of the first. Hopefully it'll be soon as there's 2 outs for the 3-0 hitter Harry Fondra. Fondra, the top hitter for the Braves, as we mentioned before. He had a great Game 1, going 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Pitch is grounded to second, easy for Hackbarth, and the inning will end 1-2-3 for Button. The Braves go down in order, and through a half inning, Braves 0 and Sheboygan will be coming up.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more. Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
We're back at Wildwood Park, ready for the bottom of the first inning, and pitcher for the Braves will be Adrian Repierre, and he's got very similar stats to the A's pitcher Jason Button, and much better option than Monty was in the first game. He comes in with 3.45 ERA and just 6 earned runs in the 15 2/3 innings he's pitched. And he's got a 21 to 11 strikeout to walk ratio. The defense for the Braves is similar to game one, but the outfield has changed up a little bit. Martini, Campbell, and Yaknin will be the outfield from left to right. Then around the horn will be the same as game one. Swarbrick, Fryer, Waskiewicz, and Fondra. And then Mansby at the plate with Repierre throwing the pitches. And then the lineup for the A's has changed up a little bit, as the second pitch from Repierre is popped up. Will it stay fair? It will not. 0-2 to Gus Walker. So now for the A's, obviously Gus Walker leading it off. Sean Tillman and Harry Steltz, the top three, followed by Brady Zackerson, the Northwoods cleanup batter. Jacob Neese, then Jaden Hackbarth in the sixth hole. Hitting seventh, the former Addison Brave, Alex Perez, will get the start at catcher, followed by Brad Reinflesch at DH, and rounding out with Chase Hanselman at short as Walker strikes out swinging for the first out of the game for the A's. I'll bring up Sean Tillman, who was credited with the inside the park Little League Grand Slam in the previous game. Officially ruled a triple and an error, but nonetheless, the A's scored 4 runs on the play. Tillman in left field again, similar to game one. Pitch is high, 1-0. Tillman did have the triple, but he was 1 for 3 overall with a walk. Pitch from Repierre is high again. It'll be 2-0 to Sean Tillman. A much better strikeout to walk ratio for Repierre than it was for Monty. That one called strike one. 2-1 now to Sean Tillman. 1 down, nobody on base. Bottom of the first inning, no score between the A's and Braves. The pitch swung on and missed by Sean Tillman. It'll be 2-2. Tillman ready for the 2-2. Pokes it foul and out of play. And bounces off the net right back to Manis. It'll be 2-2 again for Sean Tillman. Repierre looks in and is ready for the 2-2. Again, foul to the right side and out of play. For a third straight time, we'll have a 2-2 count to Sean Tillman. Button went down through the Braves order pretty easily, 3 up, 3 down, on very few pitches. Repierre looking to do the same. That one's lined to right. Will it stay fair? No, it'll be foul, and Yaknin will not be able to reach it in right. Still 2-2 for a fourth time now to Sean Tillman. Harry Steltz on deck, still looking for his first hit of this 4-game series. Game 2 right now. Tillman's ready for the 2-2. That one is taken. They'll ask. He did not go. Count will become full. Tillman did have a walk in the first game. 3-2. High, and Tillman will walk again. That'll bring up Harry Stelt.
First baseman, number 19, Harry Stelt.
Stelt was 0 for 4 in game 1. That one fouled back. Oh, 1 to Harry, and check on Tillman over there. Not really trying to get him. It looked like just trying to maybe get back in a rhythm. Kind of just lobbed it over there to first. Fondra over there. The 0-1 to Harry Stelt. Taken inside, but called a strike. Inside corner. Stelt does not agree. Still talking with Zielinski back there. Harry's ready for the 0-2 then. Another check over at first. Better pickoff move that time from Rapier. The 0-2 fouled back by Stelt, and it'll stay 0-2. On deck, Brady Zackerson, who had himself a game 1, going 2 for 2 with the hit by pitch. The Sheboygan win did not move them anywhere in the standings. They are still well below 4th place. Pitch is fly to center field. Running is Campbell, and he'll make the catch in the gap in right center field for the second out. I'll bring up Brady Zackerson.
Northwood's cleanup batter, the right fielder, number 18, Brady Zackerson.
The team they need to get in front of is last year's champions, West Dallas, and they are 6-5 coming into today. Another pickoff move over to Sean Tillman. Must have seen what he did in game 1 with the stealing of second, third, and home. The first pitch now to Zackerson. Called strike 1. It'll be 0-1 on Zackerson. One down, 2 down. Runner on first for the A's. Still no score in the bottom of the first. Another pickoff move, and they got Tillman in a rundown. And he fumbled the ball, jumps over, and he's safe. What a circus on that rundown. It looked like Tillman was dead to rights. The throw down to second was wide. Somehow, Fryer came up with it, and from his backside tries to take Tillman out, but he jumped over the glove and got to second base safely. So all of that was a good pickoff move by Rapier. He's done it a couple times, but that one was really good. 0-1 now it is Zackerson after all that. Fouled back, 0-2. So after all that, Tillman's on second. Runner in score position for the Northwoods cleanup batter, Zackerson. The 0-2. Low and inside. It'll be 1-2. Good block by Manis back there. As you mentioned, Zackerson was not retired in game 1. He was 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and hit by pitch. Looking to keep that streak going in the game 2. And he struck out swinging to end the first inning. The A's get a runner in scoring position, but no runs, no hits, and it's 0-0 after 1.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back for the top of the second inning, leading off for the Braves is Stephen Combs, the cleanup and designated hitter. Played started in right field, moved last game. First pitch to him is fouled off his foot, and it'll be 0-1. Button retired the Braves order pretty easily in the first inning, 1-2-3, on 3 different outcomes: strikeout, flyout, and groundout. Second pitch, is Owens taken for a strike, 0-2 to Stephen Combs. Next pitch is fouled back by Combs, and it'll stay at 0-2. Combs in game 1 was 0 for 3 with a groundout, a flyout, and a strikeout. The exact way that the first inning went for the Braves. Grounder to second, a flyout to right, and a strikeout. Struck him out swinging, and that will be the first out of the inning for the Braves. That'll bring up J.D. Swarbrick, the third baseman today for the Braves. Swarbrick in game 1 was 1 for 3, but one of those outs was a line-out double play to Harry Steld at first base. 3 unassisted double play. Don't see it too often, but definitely a huge moment for the A's. 1-1 is fouled back, 1-2 to J.D. Swarbrick. Still no hits in the game for either side, only in the top of the second, and that one is fouled off the screen. We stay at 1-2. Luke Yaknin's on deck. The breaking ball slipped out of his hand, maybe, just missed outside. Didn't really have all that much break. 2-2 to Swarbrick. Struck him out swinging. 2 strikeouts to start off the inning for Jason Budden, and then 3rd overall. Now it'll bring up Luke Yaknin for the Braves. Yaknin game 1, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 2 of them looking, and 1 came in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Start him off 0-1. Budden so far has gone right through this Braves order. Safe fly ball, and that'll get down for Luke Yaknin. Commentator's curse there, I guess. Base hit for Yaknin. First hit of the game for both teams. Jake Fryer will be the batter. He also was 0 for 3 in game 1. Instead of 3 strikeouts, though, it was 3 groundouts. 2 outs in the top of the second. He shows bunt again. He showed bunt once in game 1. Same result, though. 0-1 now on Fryer. The 7th hitter in the order for the Addison Braves. Pitch is poked in the right field base hit. It's going to be first and third for the Braves with 2 outs. A little bit of a 2-out rally going on for the Addison Braves. Similar spots, both of them hit. One was a blooper and one was a liner, but both got the job done. That'll bring up Caden Manis. The catcher. Remember, in game 1, we only saw 1 inning where there was more than 1 man on base, and that was the 5th. First pitch, strike right down the middle to Manis. Manis, he had a good game, game 1, 2 for 3. That one inside, it'll be 1-1.
There's a cake down at the concession stand. People should come down and have some.
Thrown over to first. One from Button. Strike 2, and Button's 1 strike away from getting out of this. And that one fouled back by Manis. Stays alive and stays at 1-2. Button already 3 strikeouts through 1 2/3 innings, trying to make it 4 right here. Pitch, fouled back again, and Fryer, who's going on the pitch, will retreat back to first. If Manis were to get on base, Tyler Martini would be on deck, the left fielder. Top 2, runners on first and third, 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, struck him out swinging, and Button gets out of it. Had the first 2 outs, gave up 2 hits, and he struck out the side anyway. 0-0 through 1.5. The A's coming up for the bottom of the second after the break.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan. What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back for the bottom of the second inning at Wildwood Park. Rapierre back on the mound for the Braves. He shut the A's down and just gave up the walk, struck out 2 in the flyout. But leading off the inning for the A's will be Jacob Neese, followed by Jaden Hackbarth, and then the former Brave, Alex Perez. Neese in game 1 was 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch from Rapierre. Swung on and missed by Jacob Neese. Powerful hack there from Neese. Counts 0-1. Rapierre sets and throws inside. It'll be 1-1 on Neese. I mentioned it last game, but Jacob Neese so far this year is hitting over 250, a .330 on base percentage. Fouled back there by Neese. He'll be 1-2. He does have 14 RBIs. That helps a lot being in the 5 spot most games. Normally you're hitting with top of the order again on base. Pitch struck him out swinging, and then it'll be 1 down for Jaden Hackbarth. Hackbarth still did not record an official at-bat in game 1. His replacement, Blaine Bradford, ended up getting a hit, but that doesn't matter for his personal stats. Hackbarth was 0 for 0, obviously, with a hit by pitch and a walk, game 1. First pitch is high. So he still is hitting 800. 1-0 to Hackbarth. From Rapierre is swung on and missed. 1-1. Alex Perez sits on deck for the A's. Rapierre ready for the 1-1. Pitch is outside. It'll be 2-1 on Jaden Hackbarth. Second inning was where the A's did a lot of their damage last game. They scored 6 runs. Swung on and missed. 2-2 now on Hackbarth. Hackbarth trying not to be the 4th strikeout victim already for Rapierre. Pitch. Fouled back. Hackbarth hanging in there. Ready for the 2-2. Just missed outside. Rapierre thought he had him. Still eyeing the umpire down. Be a full count now for Hackbarth. The full count's called, strike 3, and Hackbarth is retired on a strikeout looking, and that's number 4 already for Adrian Rapierre. And that'll bring up the former Addison Brave. It's Alex Perez. Didn't play in game 1, but he's in the lineup as a catcher for game 2. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Pitch, the 0-1, fouled back. Perez normally has his signature pull up the sleeve on his left arm. He hasn't done it yet this at bat. There it is. Not as much as usual, but still tugged the left shoulder. The 0-2 from Repier is high. Be 1-2. Repier trying to strike out the side. Pitch is sent to center field, but easy play out there for Campbell, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, and we're through 2, and it's still 0-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
Back for the top of the 3rd inning, and Jason Bunn back out there, and he's looked good through 2 innings. He did give up the 2 2-out hits, but they didn't hurt him in the end, as they end up striking out the side anyway. But leading off will be the 9-hole hitter for the Braves, and that's Tyler Martini, who was 0 for 2, or excuse me, was 0 for 3 in game 1 with 2 strikeouts. Still looking for that first walk of the year. He's got no walks and 19 strikeouts. Not something that's gonna keep that on base percentage up, that's for sure. His average is starting to dip a little below 100 after game 1. He takes the first pitch in there for strike 1 from Button. Martini was the DH in game 1. He's now in left field. Combs and him switched. Combs now the DH. As he swung and missed at the second pitch, and it'll be 0-2. And that one was low and gets away from Perez. It'll be 1-2 on Tyler Martini. Both pitchers have looked good so far. Martini's gone right through the A's order, in order almost. Struck him out swinging. That's another strikeout for Jason Bunn. Make it 5. Repier's only given up the 1 walk. Still no hits for the A's. And Bunn's only given up the 2 2-out hits. First pitch to Campbell is lined right at Stelt. Knocks it down and just jogs over to first for the second out. And that'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Max Wazkiewicz. Wazkiewicz flew out to right in the first inning. He's at second base again for game 2 as he pops one up to right field. It's going to land foul in between Zackerson and Stelt. It'll be strike 1 on Wazkiewicz. Umpire clean the plates as we're ready for Wazkiewicz's at bat to continue. Nobody on for the Braves. 2 men down and nothing game in the top of the third. The 0-1 from Button inside, and that hit him. Wazkiewicz will be on first for the most dangerous hitter in this Braves order, Harry Fondra. Both teams have a Harry batting in the third spot. Fondra for the Braves and Stelt for the A's. First pitch to Fondra is grounded. Is that a fair ball? It is. And it'll trickle in the right field. It's going to be the corners again. And that with a back pick at first, and no one's covering home. The play at the plate. Got him! Another circus play in this game results in a out at the plate by a diving Perez to retire Wazkiewicz and end the top of the third. Still no score, and we're through 2.5.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
We're back for the bottom of the third, and after a circus play again in this game, Brad Reinflash will lead it off for the A's. First pitch from Repierre is pop foul. Its official scoring for that wild play will be an E3 on the original hit from Fondra that allowed him to get to first base. And then it was, in hindsight, a smart decision to go home. No one was covering. I bet that Wazkiewicz just didn't think that Perez was going to beat him to the plate. Great hustle, though, from Perez to make it a play and get him. I mean, it looked like he didn't have a chance at first. As Reinflash swings and misses, it's 0-2 on him. This is not the way this game has been going for Repierre. Not a game you want to get down in early, as Reinflash strikes out, and it's another strikeout for Repierre, number 5. It'll be Chase Hanselman now, the 9-hole hitter. Hanselman was 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch in game 1. But coming into today, he was hitting 300 on the dot. First pitch to Hanselman is swung on and missed. Repier getting a lot of swing and miss early on in this game. Much different from what Monty was giving him in game 1. First pitch, or second pitch, excuse me, is taken high, 1-1. Hanselman's a great shortstop, and when Palmquist is there, he plays an even better second base. Very few errors made by Hanselman so far this season. Two 2-1 now with one down to the 9-hole hitter Hanselman. Gus Walker on deck. The pitch is sent to center field. Back goes Campbell. Back further, but caught on the warning track for the second out. Didn't look like it had enough to get out, but maybe off the wall, but Campbell ran it down. After all, that's just going to go down as an F8. Campbell has played a pretty solid center field so far today. He's got Stout already, and then also Chase Hanselman. Gus Walker will be the batter now for the A's. Shows bunt, but pops it up foul. Back at the screen. Walker in game 1, 0 for 4. Not what he's shown so far this year with an over 300 average. Technically 0 for 5 in the series now as he struck out in his first at bat in the first inning. 2 down, an 0-1 count to Walker. Nothing game in the bottom of the third. Pitch from Repier. Hit him. They'll see if, did he check his swing? He did, and Walker will be on with the hit by pitch. Repier again, doesn't think so. He thinks he went. But it'll go down as another hit by pitch from the A's today. Just a second runner to reach, and the other one was Sean Tillman on a walk. Tillman steps in for his second at bat of the day. Pitch way inside. Nearly hit 2 in a row on that one. But great play by Manis to keep that in front of him. If that gets to the backstop, you never know. Walker could have ended up at third. The 1-0 to Tillman. High, it'll be 2-0 now. On deck is Harry Steltz, and he flew out to center his first time up. If it does reach him, being there are 2 outs. Repier looks in and now sets, ready for the 2-0 pitch to Sean Tillman. Low, 3-0 now. And maybe some 2-out trouble for Repier, who's been going right through the order so far. A's still without a hit. They do have a walk and a hit by pitch. And another one of those pickoff moves that got Tillman in the first inning. Even though they didn't get Tillman out, it still got him down into a rundown. Count still 3-0 after the pickoff move to first. The 3-0 from Repier in there, right down the middle, 3-1. Sean Tillman trying to reach base for the second time. Pitch, fly to right field. Playable for Yaknin, and that will end the inning. The A's get one on a hit, get a man on base at the hit by pitch, but nothing doing. Still 0-0 through 3 innings.
Estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Back to Wildwood Park to the top of the fourth inning. The Braves' last inning ended on a wild play that resulted in a diving attempt by both Perez and Wazkiewicz for the plate. Perez ended up winning that battle, and that helped the score stay still 0-0. Into the top of the fourth, and leading off will be Stephen Combs. Stephen Combs, sorry. Combs struck out his first time, one of the 5 so far from Jason Button. Both Button and Rapier have 5 strikeouts, as Combs is gone on the first pitch, grounder to Stelt, another unassisted play for Stelt today. That'll bring up J.D. Swarbrick. First pitch, strike 1. If you weren't here for game 1, the A's won it 9-0. Scored 6 runs in the second inning on a Little League grand slam, as that one is hit to center. Playable for Walker, and that'll be the second out. 6-run second inning led by a Sean Tillman inside the park Little League grand slam. So now we enter the second game of this series, and there'll be 2 more tomorrow on Meyer Family Day at 1 and 3 o'clock. Shows bunts, foul. Luke Yaknin, the batter now for the Addison Braves. 2 quick outs for Jason Button, and it's 0-1 on Yaknin. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled right by the tarp over there on the third base line. Oh, 2 to Yaknin. Button looking for his 6th strikeout. And just missed. Must have been just a bit outside or a bit low. 1 and 2 now to Yaknin. That one's outside. 2 and 2 now. The 2-2 to Yaknin. Low, and it'll be full. Yaknin's come back from an 0-2 count to make it full. 2 down in this top of the fourth. Nobody on for the Braves. The pitch. Line fouled back. And it will remain at 3 and 2. Button 3 2/3 strong innings so far. No runs yet. Yaknin fouled it back once again. Braves now have 12 2/3 scoreless innings against the A's, or I'm sorry, 10 2/3 scoreless innings. That one's fouled back. He got shut out in the first game by Jared Ricklitis, and so far being shut out by Jason Button. Count still full for Luke Yaknin. Pitch fouled back again, and it will remain full again. Yakinen singled his first time up. He was part of that 2-out rally in the second inning for the Braves. Button looking to find a put-away pitch to get rid of Yakinen. Sets and throws high, and he's going to walk him. I'll bring up Jake Fryer, who was the other part of that 2-out rally in the third. Or second, sorry.
Shortstop number 27, Jake Fryer.
Fryer, that was his first hit of doubleheader today. He was over 3 in game. Another bunt shown by Fryer, his third of the day. And Button makes it look easy to retire Fryer at first. And we're through 3.5. Still no score between the A's and the Braves.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Back, bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Harry Stout leading it off for the A's. Adrian Repierre has done his job and then some. An A's offense that put up 9 runs on these Braves in game 1 has yet to even get a hit. And we're into the 4th inning now. First pitch to Stout is low, 1-0. It'll be Stout, Zackerson, and Neese for the A's. Doesn't get much better than that. The 1-0 to Stout. Outside, 2-0. Stout looking to turn it around this year. Not off to the start that he envisioned. Pitch is line. That'll... What a catch in center field by Kyle Campbell. Diving catch out there. Not easy at all, and Harry, that hurts your confidence right there. Hard hit ball, right, looks like it's getting down, and great catch out there in center to be the first out of the inning, and Repierre still has not allowed a hit. And it'll be the Northwoods cleanup batter, Brady Zackerson, up. Zackerson struck out in the first inning. Only time the A's have really had any trouble so far. They had Tillman on second. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. It'll be 0-1. The next pitch to Zackerson is lined. And that one's going to be caught in left by Martini. And there are 2 down. A's making better contact this inning on Repierre, but still nothing to show for it. Jacob Neese struck out in the second inning, looking to change his fortune this time around. First pitch to Neese, outside, it'll be 1-0. Pitcher's duel so far between Repier and Budden. The 1-0 to Neese is fouled back, and it'll be 1-1. Bottom four, nobody on, 2 outs, no score, and it's a 1-1 count to the number 5 hitter in the A's order, Jacob Neese. Repier gets set and is ready for the 1-1 to Neese. Inside, 2-1 to Neese. Only the 1 walk for Repier. The other base runner reached on a hit by pitch. Pitch is inside, 3-1. And Neese has got a hitter's count. Is he going to swing away on 3-1 or take a pitch here? Answer is take a pitch, but it was in there for strike 2. Neese didn't think so. He was ready to walk to first. Full count now to Neese, 2 outs in the inning. Pitch from Repier is lined up the middle, base hit. Finally, the A's get their first hit of the game. Comes in the bottom of the 4th from Jacob Neese. Now we'll bring up Jaden Hackbarth, who was retired for just the 2nd time this year in his first at-bat with the strikeout looking. Hackbarth in his 4th game as a Sheboygan A. He's already got 4 hits. First pitch, low. And it'll be ball 1, 1-0 to Hackbarth. Next pitch to Hackbarth is in there, strike 1. 1-1 now. On deck, Alex Perez, who flew out to center his first time up, as a lot of A's have today. Flyouts and lineouts to Campbell. He's had a lot of action out there. The 1-1 is hammered to left, but playable off the end of the bat, and that will end the inning. We're through 4, no score. Graves coming up in the top of the 5th.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then our dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. Serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
We're ready for the top of the 5th, and the question now has become, which pitcher will be the first one to budge? Still no score. And leading off will be Caden Manis, the catcher, who struck out in the second inning. Just 3 hits between the two teams today. Addison was by far the closest team to getting a run, but that was shut down by Perez as this one has popped up in the infield. Looks like Hanselman's got a beat on it, and he'll catch it for the first out. Now the 9-0 hitter, Tyler Martini. Again, he struck out his first time up as well. Button ready, first pitch, swung on and missed by Martini. Martini, nothing new to strikeouts. He's got 20 of them, yet without a walk. Fouled away and on to New Jersey Avenue. Oh and 2, 1 out, and Tyler Martinez at the plate, high, 1 and 2. On deck is Kyle Campo, who's played quite the center field today. He's had to run down one of Hanselman's at the track as Martini strikes out again. Number 6 now for Jason Button. That'll bring up Kyle Campo. We're talking about playing a great center field today. He had to run down Hanselman's at the track, and then he made the diving catch on Stelt. And he's up with 2 outs, and the first pitch outside corner, strike 1, 0-1 now to Campbell. Button throws, swing, and a miss from Campbell. 0-2. 2 down in the top of the 5th. Still no score. And the 0-2 pitch to Campbell is outside. It'll be 1-2 to Kyle Campbell. Pitch popped up. Hanselman's going to get another pop-up this inning. And he secures it, and the inning's over. A quick 1-2-3 for the A's and Jason Button. 2 pops up to short. That'll help. Still no score through 4 1/2. We go to the bottom of the 5th after the break.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello.
Back, bottom 5th inning. It'll be 7, 8, 9 for the A's, and leading off will be the former Brave. It'll be Alex Perez. First pitch, blooper in the left. Will it get down? It will not. Run down by Jake Fryer. What a play from the shortstop. It's the third pop-up to his shortstop in the last inning. Hanselman had 2 last inning, and now Fryer gets 1, and it'll bring up Brad Rindflesh in the 8th spot, the DH tonight. He struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch in there, strike 1 for Rindflesh. On deck is Hanselman. He flew out to center his first time up, and that was all the way back to the track. But Campbell made a nice play on it, as it's 0-2 to Brad Rindflesh. The 0-2 struck him out swinging again. 2 down already for Adrian Repierre. Make that 6 strikeouts also for Repierre. I'll bring up Chase Hanselman. 0 for 1 as the before mentioned fly out to center. First pitch to Hanselman. Outside, ball 1. Real pitchers duel so far, as I've mentioned before, still no score. Bomb 5th. Outside, 2-0 now to Chase Hanselman. Repierre looking to get through 5 shutout innings, just like his counterpart Jason Bunn did. Strike 1 on Hanselman. Count is now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Hanselman. Swung on and missed. 2-2 now. Hanselman, as we mentioned before in game 1, was 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch and the fly out to center earlier. The pitch fouled back. Stay alive. Braves looking to win 3 of 4. They were on that 2-game win streak before the A's beat them in game 1. Looking to find some sort of silver lining to the season so far, as a grounder to third base foul. Still bottom 5th, 2 outs, 2-2 count on Chase Hanselman, no outs, bottom of 5th. Ready, 2-2 count from Repierre, trying to get through 5 strong innings. Low, and it's full now on Chase Hanselman. On deck, of course, the leadoff hitter Gus Walker. The pitch is fouled away. That one's gonna get to New Jersey Avenue. Really feels that if the A's can get a run here with the way Button's pitching, they really got a great shot at winning this game. But you gotta get runners on base. And that one is taken outside, a close take on a full count. But Hanselman walks, and that'll bring up Gus Walker.
Center fielder, number 15, Gus Walker.
The real question is, Hanselman's got 4 stolen bases this year. Do you try and send him, get that runner in scoring position for Walker? But the way that the left-hander especially doesn't help. And also, that one's lined, grounded I should say, and the race to the bag will be won by Fryer to end the 5th inning. Still no score through 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Braves are coming up.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
Back for the top of the 6th inning at Wildwood Park. And it's 0-0 between the A's and the Braves. Braves yet to score today. In the first game either, they've been shut out for now. That's 12 consecutive innings by the A's. Top of the 6th, leading off is Max Wazkiewicz, the second baseman, who was part of that insane run down at home. That's the reason this game is still 0-0. It'll be Wazkiewicz, Fondra, and Combs for the Braves due up this inning. First pitch from Button is grounded to second. Hackbarth over to first in time to retire Wazkiewicz. Now it'll be Harry Fondra, who was 0 for 2 in this game after his 2 for 3 day before in game 1. On deck is Stephen Combs. First pitch to Fondra is through past the outstretched glove of Hackbarth, and it'll be a single for Fondra. Now up the cleanup hitter for the Braves, Stephen Combs. Button, these last couple of innings, has gotten very early contact. Most of it hasn't gone for hits, but that one right there from Fondra did. Stephen Combs up now with one away. Man on first. That pitch called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Button looks in and he's ready for the 0-1 pitch. Hit to right, but playable for Zackerson, and it'll be 2 away for the number 5 hitter in the Braves lineup, J.D. Swarbrick. Be nice for Button to get some run support. He's gone 5 2/3 of shutout innings. Innings so far. But still, the score is level. First pitch, outside. Looked like Zielinski wanted to call it a strike, but just outside. 1-0 now to Swarbrick. Next pitch, strike 1, 1-1. Swarbrick 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fly out to center. Pitch, breaking ball fouled away. That'll 2 strikes now. Both Button and Rapier had similar numbers coming in, and they've pitched very similar games today. Both have 6 strikeouts, and both have not allowed a run. Called strike 3 on Swarbrick, and that'll end the top of the 6th. Still no score through 5 1/2. The A's looking to change that in the bottom half.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Back for the bottom of the 6th and leading off for the A's is Sean Tillman. We mentioned earlier he's one of the 2 players on the Sheboygan A's with a homer. Be a great time to hit one out right now. Rapier, first pitch is outside for ball 1, and he's been sensational so far for the Addison Braves. Their offense hasn't given them any help, just like they didn't give Monty any help in game 1. But he's held the A's to just 1 hit through 5 innings. 1-0 as Tillman's ready, and so is Rapier. The pitch in there, strike 1. Counts even now, 1-1. Tillman, Stelt, Zackerson. 2-3-4 in the A's order. Right where you want to be at this time in the game. Pitch is popped foul and out of play. 1-2 now to Sean Tillman. Addison make that their 13th straight scoreless inning against the A's so far. And that one's lined right at Wazkiewicz, and he throws in time to retire Tillman for the first out in the 6th. And now it's Harry Stelt. He had that line out to center that would have robbed the A's of the first hit at the time. Real great play out there from Kyle Campbell. But it's a new at-bat now for Stelt. Big moment here in the bottom of 6th, no score. The first pitch in there on the outside corner, strike 1. Talk about last game, how the Braves only had more than 1 runner on base once in an inning, as that one's grounded to short. Tough play by Fryer. Will he get Stelt? The throw is wide, and it's not in time, as Fondra was off the bag. The record is an E6. Still 1 hit for the A's. But they'll take base runners any way they can get them in this game. We were talking about earlier how the Braves only had that 1 inning with more than 1 runner on base in the first game. Well, the A's haven't done it yet. They've not had more than 1 runner on base at all today. Now it's the Northwoods cleanup batter, Brady Zackerson, trying to change that. Pitch is called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Stelt on first. Bottom 6, no score. 1 out for Brady Zackerson. Pitch, line, but foul. That's probably second and third with 1 out, if that one would have stayed fair. 0-2 now to Zackerson. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout to left. Big pull hitter is Brady. He's pulled a lot of them today. The ones he's put in play. Or just foul. The 0-2. Low, 1-2. Zackerson ready, and so is Repierre for the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Grounder to third. Will it stay fair? It is foul. Probably would have gotten him at first, but Stelt would have been on the scoring position with 2 men out. One-two count, 1 out, bottom 6, no score for one of the best hitters on this A's team, Brady Zackerson. Here it is, low, 2-2. Tough take on 1-2, but Zackerson took it, and it moves the count to 2-2. Ready for the 2-2 from Repierre. High, it's full to Zackerson. Zackerson stands in there for the full count as Repierre steps off, and now he's ready to go. Pitch from Repierre is hit to left, but playable back there for Combs, and he's got it, and there will be 2 down for Jacob Neese. Neese does have the only Sheboygan A's hit tonight. That came in his last at-bat in the 4th. He also struck out in the 2nd. Maybe if he takes one opposite field down the right field line here, he might have a chance of scoring. But left field, I don't think there would be a chance. First pitch is outside, ball 1. On deck, of course, is Jaden Hackbarth. The 1-0 to Neese. Swung on and missed, and a back pick attempts, but a pump fake it ended up being from Manis. Try to get Stelt over there at first. It's 1-1 to Jacob Neese. Pitch from Repierre, swung on and missed. A heavy hack from Neese to make it 1-2. Neese, the 5-hole hitter in this A's lineup. And he's playing the number 5 position, third base, today's game. Should say tonight now. The pitch outside, and it's 2-2. A's looking to give Button some run support. He hasn't had any up to this point. And give him the chance to shut out the Braves in the 7th. The pitch is lined. That one's going to be down. Base hit for Neese, and 2 men on for the first time today for the A's. And that'll bring up Jaden Ackbarth. Does Hackbarth have a key moment in his young A's career? He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Looks like a mound visit for Repier. First real danger he's really been in today. Again, no action in the bullpen for the Addison Braves, so this will be Repier's inning for sure, especially the way he's pitched today. Hackbarth did have the 4 hits coming into today, but he's between the 2 games 0 for 2. He does have a walk and hit by pitch, but other than that, he has no hits. Perez is on deck. The former Brave. Be a way to get back at your former team by hitting the go-ahead run-in. But that's only if it gets to him. Right now it's Jaden Hackbarth. Runners on first and second, bottom of the 6th inning. 2 men out, no score at Wildwood Park. The pitch. Fouled off the catcher. And give Manis a second. Umpire will by giving Repier the ball himself, just to let Manis kind of regather himself. That was the A's second hit of the day, both of them by Jacob Neese. The 0-1 pitch from Repier. 2 men down, Hackbarth at the plate for the A's. Sets and throws high and wide, 1-1. Perez, who's on deck, flew to center and popped out to short. The 1-1 pitch to Jaden Hackbarth is popped foul and out of play. 1-2 to Hackbarth. Huge moment here. Runners on first and second. Trying to give the A's a late lead in this game 2 of this doubleheader. Repier looks in. Got his pitch and he's ready to throw it. The 1-2. Hit to left. Deep. But playable and caught. Combs, who dropped the one in the first game that allowed to run the score, holds on to this one to retire the side in the 6th. Still no score as we go to the top of the 7th.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Top of the 7th inning. The A's almost got one. Hackbarth hit it right in front of the wall, but Combs was able to come down with it and left to keep this game scoreless. Jason Budden comes back out there for the 7th inning, and he has been shut down for the A's. 3 hits given up, and 2 of them were with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. He has been sensational. He's got 7 strikeouts, and now he's got the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Addison Braves. Luke Yaknin, Jake Fryer, and Caden Manis. The first pitch to Yaknin is high, barely, 1-0. Button sets and throws, line to right, but right there is Zackerson for the first out. And that'll bring up the 7-hole hitter, Jake Fryer. He does have one of those 3 hits, but also he has a pop-up to, he has, a ground out to the pitcher button on the bunt attempt he had. First pitch to Fryer is in there, strike 1. And this game will almost certainly come down to the first to score. Second pitch now to Fryer is hit to right. Stelt running after it. Does he have play? He does not. It will land foul. 0-2 now on Jake Fryer. As I mentioned before, Caden Manis, the catcher, on deck. And then if it gets past him, Tyler Martini, the 9-hole hitter, would be up. Two very different games so far. Game 1 saw 9 runs from the A's, and Game 2 sees 0 so far. Hopefully that changes soon. The 0-2, fouled, barely, poked at it and just got a piece. Stays alive, 0-2, now on Jake Fryer. 1 down here, top 7. Jake Fryer, the 7-hole hitter for the Addison Braves, up. That one will be high. 1-2 now to Fryer. Button ready for the 1-2. Did he go? He did not. It will be low. 2-2. Game 2 of this Wisconsin State League doubleheader. A's trying to take the first 2 of this 4-game series as fouled off the glove of Perez. And remain 2-2. Again, it will be Jake Fryer. 2-2, struck him out swinging. Make that 8. Number 8 on the strikeout mark for Jason Budden. Two down, Caden Manis trying to extend the inning for the Braves. Budden trying to make it 7 scoreless. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0 to Caden Manis. Next pitch to Manis is in there, strike 1. 1-1 to batter number 1, jersey number at least, he's 8th in their order. Foul back, 1-2 on the 8-hole hitter, Caden Manis. For the A's in the bottom of the 7th, it will be Perez, Rhineflesh, and Hanselman. As this one's grounded to second, Hackbarth has a play, tosses over to first, and that's 7 scoreless innings for Jason Budden. But we go to the bottom of the 7th because this score is still 0-0.
Whenever Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Know well I'll take you home. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Bottom 7, the A's can win it with a run, and it would result in a walk-off. Adrian Rapierre has been amazing, to say the least. 6 shutout innings on just 2 hits, and both by the same player. 7, 8, 9 due up for the A's. First of all, it's the former Brave. As we've mentioned before, it's Alex Perez. Then it'll be Brad Reinflesch and Chase Hanselman. And if anyone gets on, it'll be the top of the order and Gus Walker. Perez looking for that first home run. What a time it would be. Reinflesch also on deck, had a couple home runs last year. He's looking for his first this year as well. First pitch to Perez, swung on and missed. Heavy hack from Perez. It'll be 0-1. Perez 0 for 2 today. He's got a fly out to center and a pop out to short. Next pitch to Perez is a called strike on the outside corner. 0-2 now. Rapierre ready for the 0-2 to Perez. The pitch high and inside. It'll be 1-2. Perez has been good behind the plate today. Nothing really has gone by him. Well, Button hasn't really thrown anything that would, but that one grounded to first. Easy play for Fondre, and there's one down. I'll bring up Brad Reinflesch, the two-way player on the Sheboygan A's team. On one hand, he's one of the best pitchers on the team, winning co-MVP with his buddy Jared Reclitis last year. And also, he's one of the best hitters on the team, average-wise. First pitch inside, ball 1. Coming into today, Brad Reinflesch was hitting .450. Now he's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. High and outside. It'll be 2-0 to Reinflesch. A's just looking to get that runner on base. Try to set something up. Put some pressure on Rapierre, who hasn't had much to deal with today. The 2-0 to Reinflesch. Popped foul and out of play. 2-1. One down. It's 2-1 to the batter Reinflesch. The pitcher Rapierre has thrown 6 1/3 scoreless innings, and the 2 hits coming to Jacob Neese. And we're scoreless here in the bottom of the 7th. A's looking to walk it off. Take both games of this doubleheader today. That one hit the center, but playable for Campbell running in, and he's got it. And it'll be Chase Hanselman, who hit one to the track earlier in the 3rd inning. and reached on a walk his second time up. If this game stays scoreless, the question is how long can both these pitchers go? Hanselman's ready, Repierre's ready. The first pitch swung on and missed by Hanselman. It'll be 0-1. 5, the number on the jersey of Hanselman, is the amount of hits we've seen today. 3 by the Braves and 2 by the A's. That one to right, deep to the track, but playable and caught. And right by Luke Yaknin. To end the 7th, we go to extras tonight. More baseball at Wildwood Park. We head to the 8th for the Braves. No score.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
We're here for extra innings, even though it's the top of the 8th. These are considered extra innings because it's still supposed to be a 7-inning game because of the doubleheader. And it'll be 9-1-2, and yes, Jason Button is still out on the mound. And just like Repierre, not giving up a run. 0-1 to the 9-hole hitter, Martini, who struck out twice today. The pitch fouled away, and then it's 0-2 on Martini. 0-2 struck him out for the 3rd time. Martini goes down again, and we're back to the top of the order, and it's the center fielder Kyle Campbell, who's 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, ground out, and pop out. Pitch from Button. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Next pitch from Button is high and inside. It's 1-1. Wazkiewicz is on deck. Just outside. Wazkiewicz, the one that was caught at the plate, is the reason we're still playing this game. The pitch inside, 3-1. No walks today for Jason Button. That one grounded to first, and it will stay that way. Harry Stelt for the 2nd out. Now I'll bring up at Max Wazkiewicz, the 2-hole hitter, and he's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch today.
Second baseman number 2, Max Wazkiewicz.
Whoa, who will be the first team to put a run on the board? Hopefully it's the A's in walk-off fashion in this 8th inning. The pitch to Waskevich is high, 1-0. Pitch from Button outside, it's 2-0. Button, not only has he gotten out, he's had great control of the strike zone. 2-1 on the strike, right down the middle. The pitch, grounded to second. This should end it from Hackbarth. Over the Stell in time. We go to the bottom of the 8th. A's again trying to walk this one off.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back for the bottom of the 8th, and just like Jason Bunn, Adrian Repierre is back out there for his 8th inning of work. Trying to hold the A's off, and he's going to face the top of the order, 1, 2, 3, starting with Gus Walker. The pitch. We're in there, strike 1. 0-1 on Walker. Repierre sets and throws outside, 1-1. Walker 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch. One of the few men that's been on base for this A's team so far. Repierre sets and throws, swing, and a miss by Gus Walker. One, 2 now on Walker. No score, bottom of the 8th. A's looking to walk this one off. Pitch outside, 2-2. The A's can get Walker on. More than likely, he's going to be in motion early. Definitely not something that Repierre wants to worry about in this clutch situation. The pitch. Hit to left center. Will it get down? It will, and the A's have their leadoff hitter on in the bottom of the 8th. A bloop single for Gus Walker. Brings up the number 2 hitter, Sean Tillman. You'd have to think that the A's would try to put him in motion. But being the pickoff move that Repierre has shown so far, will they take the risk? Walker doesn't have that big of a lead, obviously, on the left-handed pitcher. Ball is fouled back. It's 0-1 on Tillman. Tillman, of course, had the huge hit in the first game, but in game 2, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Repierre ready for the 0-1 and throws over to first. keeping Walker honest over there, making sure he doesn't get too comfortable. The 0-1 to Tillman. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's 1-1. Stout on deck. Reached on an error in his last time up. Well, right now it's Sean Tillman with a runner on first and nobody out for the A's. Shows bunt again, pulls it back again, and it's low, and it's 2-1. Will that cause Swarbrick to start in? He's playing on the grass right now. High, 3-1 to Tillman. And just like, only 2 walks on the day for Repier. Trying to make it 3, hopefully, for the A's. That one fouled back and out of play. It's full now to Sean Tillman. After that hit from Walker, he's the first player not named Jacob Neese to have a hit today. The full count, pitch to Sean Tillman. Low, and 2 men are on with nobody out for Harry Stout and the chance to walk it off.
First baseman, number 19, Harry Stout.
Harry's been the man to come through in these situations for 13 years for this A's team. In year number 14, can he continue it? The first pitch to him. Up the middle. Is this going to be a double play ball? It will be. And the back pick to third, not be in time, but very unfortunate. First pitch will be a 4-6-3 double play. Or excuse me, 6-4-3 double play. But still, the inning lives on. Runner on third for the Northwoods cleanup batter and arguably one of the best hitters on this team, Brady Zackerson. 2 men down. No score. Here it is. Low, 1-0. Zackerson 0 for 3 today. Trying to make that 1 for 4 and bring the A's fans home happy. One 0 to Zackerson. Outside, 2-0. On deck is Neeson. He's got 2 hits today. He's really the only one that's seen Repier well. The 2-0 to Zackerson is fouled back. 2-1. Zackerson trying to win this game for Sheboygan. An unusual 0 for 3 night. The 2-1 to Zackerson. Inside. If that one gets away, this game's over. 3-1. Especially with Walker's speed. Anything that gets away, he's going to be on the move. 3-1 now to Brady Zackerson. Both teams with the same stat line of no runs, 3 hits, and an error. The 3-1 is lined to right center field. Will it get down? It will. The A's walk it off and win this game 1-0. Brady Zackerson, the hero for the Sheboygan A's, as they score the only run of the game, and it's the only one that matters. 1-0, your final score. Sheboygan sweeps the doubleheader, and that'll give Jason Button a much-needed win. He went 8 scoreless innings on 8 strikeouts, no earned runs, and 3 hits given up. But gotta feel bad for the Addison starting pitcher Adrian Repier, who was sensational for 7 2/3 innings, but no run support, and his team getting shut out for 14 straight innings is not the recipe for success. The A's have a walk-off win from Brady Zackerson and win it 1-0. We'll see you down the road.